Since I've been riding motorcycles, I've made some terrible decisions in terms of purchasing. I have ridden sports bikes, adventures, nakeds, a cruiser now, scooters, you name it, I've ridden it. However, why have none of them stuck? So here are 3 of the biggest mistakes I've made when it comes to buying a motorcycle. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is whether CC matters. And what I mean by that is power equals fun. Because a lot of people think I need to have more power, more CC to have fun. And that isn't the case. Take this for example. This is a 1200cc speed twin. You can have just as much fun on the 900 version. The reason I have the 1200 version is just I wanted slightly more poke. Nothing more than that. Personal preference. But you take this for example, which is a Honda CBR 650F. This, I'm pretty sure, is faster than this. This is a 650, but it's a sports bike. And that's the differentiating factor. If I was just starting out now, for example, I wouldn't touch bikes like this. I would either touch something you do your lessons on, which is nowadays an SV650 or an MT-07, something like that. But even thinking about as a first bike, a 700, it's a big bike. That's not just the power you've got to worry about, it's the weight, it's everything. My personal preference was I would jump onto all these modern Royal Enfields or the Triumph Scramblers or something 400cc because, in my opinion, you get a lot more satisfaction about riding a lower cc bike hard than you do about a higher cc bike low. You can't use all the power all the time. Unless you are privileged enough to have more than one motorcycle, if you're just looking at one, I'm not sure higher is better. And take it from me, my first big bike was a Honda CD185 from 1974. That bike, I'm pretty sure, did about 55 miles an hour, but I loved it and it taught me a lot about riding, especially when I was 59, 60 kilos and I dropped it. Could not pick that thing up to save my life. My personal preference is don't look at CC. Look at size, look at body composition, look what fits you well. Look at the power, yes, but take for example the Fantic Caballero I reviewed a few weeks ago. That is 150 kilos and 44 horsepower. So power to weight ratio, that thing flies. It's zippy, it's super fun. You're never gonna need any more power than that unless you're just like touring on the motorway all the time. Because it's 150 kilos, it's extremely forgiving and it's so accessible and you can learn so much on something like that, which is why I'm saying about those Triumphs. Even the Royal Enfields, yes, they are completely made of steel, so they're 20 to 30 kilos heavier than something like a Fantic. But they're still a very good bike to learn on because they're restricted to around the 40 horsepower bracket. Point 2 I'd like to make is buying with ego. And when I say that is what YouTube thinks is cool. If you've been watching someone on TikTok, Instagram, social media of any kind, and they've said, hey, this bike is amazing, everyone's gonna love this, everyone should ride this, blah, 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 and you really like that person, you're gonna think, that bike's really good. Even if you've never ridden it before. You've got to ride the bike. Because so many times I've gone, I really want this bike, I really want this piece of gear, but it just doesn't suit the way you ride. For example, I have Shoei up here, Shark and AGV. My favourite helmets are Nolan's. None of them fit my bloody head, and it sucks. I really want a Nolan helmet. I cannot find any brand that does it. It doesn't mean I go out and buy it still just because I like it. It means try it on and figure out whether it actually works for you. Same with bikes. This bike is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I cannot really fault this bike at all. There's a couple niggles that some people will find subjective. However, it is not for everybody. Someone might rate this bike a 1 out of 10 because it doesn't match any criteria they say. However, if you based all of your opinion based off a video I did, you'd go out and buy one without testing it. Test the bike, test them. Otherwise you will just resell them all the time. You'll be back, flip, flop. Just take them out. And if you're not sure, take it out again. It's fine, they'll let you do it. A really good example of this is throughout, I don't know, my early 20s to late 20s, I thought I hated cruisers. But since I've hit 30, I've gone, maybe I'll give them a go. I rode the Indian Scout 101. Now, bear in mind, that is not like all cruisers. That is a fully everything. Let's give a bike everything. It's got sat-nav built in, for God's sake. How many bikes have that other than adventure bikes as a cruiser? It didn't feel like a cruiser to me, and I rode it, and it's breathtaking. It's one of the greatest bikes I've ever ridden. It is phenomenal. But if I still had that mindset of a 20-year-old going, nah, I don't like cruisers, I'm never going to try them. Try every bike, be humble about it. If it's got an engine and 2 wheels, it's pretty cool. Don't think, I don't like that just because you haven't ridden it. Try it out. If you go to a Kawasaki dealership, they'll probably slag off Yamaha. If you go to a Yamaha dealership, they'll probably slag off Ducati, etc. Everyone just needs to find balance in what bikes are good, what bikes are bad, because the truth is, there's not many bad bikes these days. All these Chinese bikes coming up, you've got Vogue, you've got CF Moto, etc., many more. They're all going to be good bikes. Whether they're good in 10 years is another matter, but out the box, everything's good. So the point 2 was try all the bikes, don't judge a book by its cover. You might think the bike's really ugly, like I do with KTMs, but realize those engines are bloody good. Just buy the right bike for you. You've got to ride the bike. So the next step is more admitting when you're wrong and understanding and how to correct those mistakes and not make them again. I would never have bought this Triumph if I hadn't bought the BMW F800 ST I bought. I'm going touring. I want to travel very far on motorcycles all the time. I don't want a bike that's good for an hour or a Sunday. I want something that can do a bit of everything, but also put a big fat grin on my face. So I bought a BMW F800 ST. Now a lot of people going, so he bought a BMW, the sewing machine? I did. But let me explain why. Because I failed the second step in what I've just recommended to you. I listened to other people instead of trying for myself. The BMW F800 is a phenomenal bike. It really is. It's very comfortable. It's great riding position. You don't feel much wind. It's reliable. It'll get you from A to B, no problem. If you service it right, it will probably last forever. However, the engine's a sewing machine. It doesn't sound very nice. It gets very hot around your knees very quickly. It arches my back a little too much. And it's bloody boring. Did I like the looks? Yeah, I did. I did like the looks of that bike. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. I had a bronzy, silvery kind of one with cyan wheels, and I liked it. But it didn't put a grin on my face, and that's what I think biking's all about. It's not about necessarily getting from A to B. It's about getting from A to B with a grin. And that's what biking is to me. So find out what it is to you and what bike suits that appropriate thing. Now, I'm privileged enough to own more than one bike. However, if you're not, you really have to listen to these points, in my opinion, carefully, because otherwise you're going to be going to a dealer and reselling the bike constantly, trying to figure out what you want. But if it wasn't for that BMW and understanding I didn't like it, it was boring, I wouldn't have gone out and gone, do you know what, I'm going to splash the cash and just buy the one I really did want in the first place, which was this. And that BMW cost me a little bit of money to resell, and, you know, lessons learned. Everyone has a horror story when it comes to buying or selling a vehicle, I'm sure. I've done too many with cars that I'm kind of finished with cars in general. So with bikes, it's going to happen again. I know it is. I'm going to probably break one of my rules as well, going, he said it's really good. Just go out and buy it. But you've got to try it. You've got to try it. Test bikes is the only moral of this story. Test the bikes. Unless you've got more money than God, test them. That's all from me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to never miss future uploads. Check out some reviews I've done. They'll be on the screen behind me. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.